Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's Casual706 here, back with another Transformers unboxing slash review. Today I'm covering Transformers, War for Cybertron Trilogy, Siege, Deluxe Class, Skytread. Alright, now taking a quick look at the packaging, we got ages 8+ in 3 different languages at the bottom, the Hasbro logo in the bottom right hand corner, Transformers going up the side of the package, Generations logo, and the Takara Tomy logo. Now on the diagonal side of the package here is where we get the artwork. We got artwork of Skytread in his tank and airplane mode. Then on the back of the package here, it says it's going to take about 18 steps to transform him from his airplane and tank mode into the robot. They're also showing on the right side of the package how he can wield other Battlemaster figures. They're showing him with blowpipe and Lionizer. And then on this side of the package, we just got general artwork from the War for Cybertron line. So since we took a look at the packaging, we're going to go ahead and bust this open and get to the good part. Alright, now with this guy out of the package, we do get instructions. The instructions are going to be dual-sided. On the first side of the package, it's going to be showing artwork and showing specs for his blasters that he has. It's also going to be showing how you can put flares from the other Battlemaster figures onto his weapons. It's also showing how he can use the Micromasters as weapons as well. Now on the other side of the instructions, it's going to show how to transform the jet mode and tank mode into the combined robot Skytread. The individual vehicle modes don't have bot modes. In this case, it's just one robot that they combined to create. Unlike the other Duocon flywheels, who actually had 2 separate robot modes. Now, taking a look at the actual figure a little bit closer here, I've got to say that this was one of the War for Cybertron figures that I was most excited to hear about. Hasbro did such a good job with flywheels that I was really interested to get this one as well. There were 2 Duocons in the original G1 series, was this guy and flywheels. I've actually got the G1 versions. Matter of fact, I'll break that out so we can go ahead and look at them real quick. Here is the G1 Skytread. So you can kind of see they kept the same thing going on here, for the most part, with improved details in other areas. Flip it around here. It even keeps the same vibe going on the back of the figure here, like that. And the side. Still keep the tank treads for the feet and all. A super update for this original G1 figure. When we were playing with this in the 80s, this is what we were imagining it was. But you see, we didn't have nearly the articulation that they do with the toys these days. Stick that off to the side. I'll do another comparison for the tank and airplane modes when I separate them. Looking closer at the figure here, articulation with this guy, you got to fold these wings back, but you got some ball joints, like 2 areas of rotation at the shoulder here. Be able to get a full swing out of that arm, as well as getting some high arm lifts there. Same thing with that other arm. Right here at the bicep area, you got another little swivel point, and he's also got an elbow. He's got a separating elbow. I'm not fond of that, but anyway. Now the head up here will rotate all the way around, like that. And then down here at the legs, you basically get 2 points of articulation. It's not a ball joint anymore. It's kind of like a dual rotating point. But you can get some nice high kicks out of it. Right after that hip joint, you got a thigh swivel, so you'll be able to rotate that around, and he's also going to have a knee joint right there. And also at the foot here, you got some ankle tilt. I'm loving how they're working ankle tilts into the figures. It makes them so much easier to pose when they have these little ankle tilts. So super happy that they're doing that with most of the figures these days. Now, he comes packaged with these 2 little blasters. Of course, the blasters are displayable in his hands here like that. He's also got some other points here. Connectivity is like the big thing with these newer Transformer figures. So you got pegs right here, 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 and on the leg. So if you wanted to, you could put these blasters in any one of these holes if you choose to do so. You could have a little gun on the leg if you wanted to do it, or you could have him tote it like Megatron, or he could have a shoulder blaster like that, or put it in his hand. He's also got weapon toting options here. You could click it onto the back, tote it on the back there. And I'm pretty sure these things even connect together. Yeah, they do. You could tab the rifles together here to make one really large kind of rifle thing here. It's definitely a good look with all these different ports and connectability that they're making with the toys these days. I'm interested to see how far they go with this. It's getting really cool to have all these combinable type robots. Now, to transform this guy into the individual vehicle modes, first thing we'll do is you just pull this airplane section off here. This is actually going to be the tank down here. So you just separate them. And while I have them separated, it might be worth going ahead to point out, flywheels, the parts are actually interchangeable. So I'm going to bring it out here. In the G1 versions, I think they were interchangeable too, so they kind of kept that same thing going on. So what you could do is, since these portholes are still basically kind of the same, you could take the helicopter from flywheels and snap it onto the legs from Skytread. Then you could do the same thing with the airplane, hook it onto the bottom of the flywheels figure. So see, they're actually interchangeable. So that's pretty cool. All right, now to get this tank mode going on here, I'm gonna open these leg panels up here, and we'll fold the tank treads down, rotate them forward, and it should all kind of, yep, should tab together there. So you fold this little waist section down, and if your legs are tabbed together really good, you're gonna get two little points right in here that are gonna line up with those tabs. And it should all kind of click together there. Then just close these little tank things up. Just like that. That's the little tank mode there. And then you can take these blasters, and that one right up front here was the larger one. And then you can peg that into here like that. But there you go, there's the tank mode. And it does have some little rolly wheels down here, so you can roll that tank around if you choose to do so. Just like that. Now I'll break out the G1 version so we can kind of compare it together. And booyah, there we go. So you see it does look very, very, very much like the original G1 version there. Just with a longer barrel and a lot more detail. Would have been nice to get a little heat rub stamp like they did with G1. They did it with a couple of the other figures. I don't know why they didn't do it with this one, but anywho. And as you see, you got connection points kind of all over this thing. Like I was saying, you got them right there, right here. There's 3 across the front, and then 2 on either side of that. So if you wanted to, you can move these cannons over to the side and kind of have them on the side of the vehicle mode. Now to do the jet mode with this guy, it's probably a lot like the G1. Yeah, that was easy. Just take this little jet cockpit, flip it up. The head's gonna go with it. Up onto the front there. Alright, so we get these little panels open up here, down at the bottom. Fold that back and up. Lift the arms out to the side, and the arms are actually gonna close in here like that. Alright, so at this point here, you're actually going to take these bicep sections, you're going to swivel them around so that the hand is facing out. You're going to do the same thing on this other arm, rotate it so that the hand is facing out. Then these arms should kind of tab together. They're not actually really going to click at this point, but they'll kind of fit in under the jet here. So you get them back in there, but that's how they go there. So here's your little jet mode. And I'll bring out the G1 version here to compare with. Again, it would have been nice to have a little heat rub thing on the newer version, but it's still okay, I guess. Here's the front of the jets there. Here's the bottom of the jets. Still look very similar there. It even keeps a little circle up at the front. And here's our the backs of the jets here. Still look very similar. And there we go again. So, alright, now weapons with this guy. You got a port on the top. You got ports under the wings. A very small port right here. I believe some of the weapons are using some of these smaller ports. And there's also a port right up at the front of the jet mode there. And then of course you got the two underneath the arms here if you want to. So all kind of weapons display options for the jet mode on this guy. So that actually would conclude my unboxing slash review for Transformers War for Cybertron Siege Deluxe Class Skytread. If you guys like the video, be sure to click the like button. Also, please leave me a comment. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any Transformer unboxings or cool videos in the very near future. And with all of that said, I appreciate the view again, guys. Casual 706, out.